Hello. Ooh, I like my new camera. A little Stetson action over here. I got Ellie. She's under the desk, hiding. So, happy Sunday. If you are a part of my team, you are like, what is she doing? Like, it's Sunday. It's like the day of rest. But I will tell you, those that rest don't make it happen all the time. So I wanted to talk a little bit about no versus yes. And I'll wait for a couple of you to jump on. And I will, if you like this, make sure you give me some hearts. Make sure you share this with your peeps if you get something out of it at the end. I don't know. I got a new phone and the camera is in like a weird spot. So if it doesn't look like I'm looking at you, it's because I haven't quite figured it out yet. Okay, so no versus yes. I read this book. If you might have seen me talk about it. I've been reading a lot. It's good for you. So I got this book, Go for No. And it is seriously the easiest, fastest read. And was awesome. So one big point that I took away from this is that a lot of times we cut ourselves short from our success. What do I mean by that? So let's say that you are in a direct sales business. Most of you are that are on here. And we want to book a certain number of parties. We want to share the opportunity a certain amount of times. We want to have a certain number of conversations. So in our mind, we set this goal of, I want to talk to 10 people a day, 5 people a day. I want to book 2 parties this week, or I want to have 8 parties for August, right? Before you go into August. So a lot of times when we do that, what happens? Well, let's use parties for example. If we want to have a goal of 8 parties in August, we're going to shoot for 8 parties and we're going to do whatever activity it takes until we can get to those 8 parties. Then what happens? Well, we book those 8 parties and then we stop asking for parties. So we get 8 yeses and we're satisfied and we stop asking for parties. What if we turn that around? What if we know that we need to ask 80 people in order to get 8 parties? So what if we go for 80 no's? Or what if we go for 100 no's and increase our yeses? But let's say the first 8 people that we ask, they say yes. Well, we still need to get 72 no's before we fulfill our goal. Does that make sense? So it allows you to push yourself a little bit more than you might have if you were just going for the yes. So one thing that you do need to know and do need to start tracking is the number of your percentage. So how many times does it take you to hear no before you hear yes? And if you do that for 1 month, you might be able to set an average for yourself for the following month. Then you might be able to increase that number to increase your total number of yeses. So it's kind of confusing at first, but when you start to think about it, so let's say it takes me 10 asks to get 1 yes, or that would be 9 no's, right, to get 1 yes. So if I want to increase the amount of yeses, I need to increase my amount of no's. So I am going to increase that 9. Maybe I shoot for, I want 13 no's to get 1 party. But 13 no's, I might get 2 parties, or 2 recruits, or 2 sales. So it's a way to kind of flip your thinking and flip your goal setting to increase your activity. I know I am a person who I'm like, I want to get this, and once I get it, I'm moving on. But I'm cutting myself short. Like, I am cutting my success short. once I have my goal complete, I move on. So I personally am going to start tracking my no's and setting a no goal versus a yes goal. Now, if you are a person that feels like no is failure, then you are going to have more to overcome, because it's not failure. It's one step closer to success. It's one step closer to hearing that yes. So I challenge you to set a no target for this week. It's Sunday, so what is your no target going to be from Monday through Friday, or whenever your work day is? That way you don't cut yourself off from success. That way you keep pushing, you keep asking, because I think the statistic was like 85% of salespeople stop after the first no. That's not very good. So hearing no is not no forever. It is no, not right now. So keep that in mind, and I hope you guys are having a great Sunday.